Step 3 in Excel Chapter 2 asks us to insert a function in cell B2, which I've highlighted in yellow here, and to display the current date. We'll go to the 5th tab, which is called Formulas, and we'll go to the icon called Date and Time. We'll have the date and time, and look at all these numerous choices. It's amazing all the things you can do. But we want to return not just today's date, but the current date. So if I open the file tomorrow, it's not going to say September 19th. It's going to say September 20th. So we're going to scroll all the way down to today, and you'll notice it gives us a function argument box reminder. This will return the current date, but this is a volatile formula. And the reason why it's saying it's volatile is it's active and it will change daily when we open. So we're going to say OK, hoping to see September 19th, and we do. Step 4 asks us to use an if function in cell E5 underneath annual total. It's asking us to calculate the sum of the basic cost. So our basic cost would be $575 plus a fee for those who rent a locker. So that fee for those who rent a locker is way down here in cell B22. And it's saying you need to be able to calculate the annual total cost of someone who does rent a locker. So that's your information here in column D. Yes, rented a locker. Or don't charge them for that locker for someone who has no in the column. So let's go ahead and figure out this if function. All right. We're going to click on cell E5, and we're going to go to our 5th tab called Formulas. An if-then function formula is a logical statement. It's saying if something's true, then here's your answer. If something's false, then here's your answer. In our case, if it's true that yes, they're getting a locker, we're going to add $75 to our cost. However, if it's false and no, they aren't getting a locker, we're not going to add that $75. So let's get started. We're going to go to logical icon, which is the purple one with a question mark, and we're going to scroll down to if. And again, we get our function argument box. I told you I like these. It's asking us, what is our logical test all about? Well, our logical test is all about, yes, having a locker. So if D5 equals, and I'm going to use double quotes, yes, if it is true that they are getting a locker, then what we want you to do is we want you to add up or sum up. We want you to add up the cost of the membership, which is cell C5, $575, plus the cost of the locker, which is down here at our $75. And then we're going to close our parentheses. And if the value is false, then we only want you to return the cost of cell C5, which is $575. Now, one of the things that's important to remember is that this locker fee in cell B22 is not going to change. It's only going to be located in cell B22. The cost may go up. We may charge $80 next year, but that cell is absolute. So we're going to highlight cell B22 in our formula function argument box, and I'm going to push the F4 button. You can also do this by just putting a $ before the column B and before the row 22. Now we're hoping that we're going to have $575 plus 75, so we should have a number of 650. Let's see how it goes. Well done. Step 5. Calculate the annual total due in cell G5 based on the annual total number of years in the contract, and then copy our formulas down the respective columns of the formulas we've done. So that means we'll be copying our formulas down in column C and E. But for now, let's figure out total amount due. So we're just going to do a formula ourselves this time. We're going to start with an equal sign, and what we want to do is use cell E5, so how much is due each year, and then we're going to go times, which is actually shift in the number 8. It gives you that little asterisk mark, and we're going to do it times the number of years. So basically, this person should end up owing $650 because our client, Andrews, bought a deluxe membership for only 1 year. So we're going to press enter, and we have our $650. Now I'm going to go back. The second part of the equation asks us to copy our formulas down the column. And as you'll see, I'm going to go back to cell C5 to start. We have a little green box right here, and that's called our autofill handle. Watch how the mouse changes as it goes over that autofill handle. It comes from a white plus symbol, kind of like the American Red Cross symbol, to you going over that little autofill handle to a black small cross. You click and hold it with your mouse. You drag it down the column, and then it automatically calculates the formula for the rest of the column. We're going to do the same thing with annual total. We're going to grab that little autofill handle and pull it down. And with our total due, and pull it down. And we're going to save. And then that gets us through question number 5.